Hey folks, Kaya here. I Should Roll will always be free to listen to, but it's not free to make. So please consider supporting us by subscribing to our Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/Intergalactic Improv Initiative. You'll find the link in the show notes. As a stellar streamer, you'll receive exclusive bonus content and our enduring gratitude. Tiers start at $2 per month. See you on Calliope Station.
Correctly with the correct amount.
D20 Radio, where gamers roll.
www.d20radio.com.
A podcast by the Intergalactic Improv Initiative.
Dangerous Dangers, Episode 15, Wrong Side of the Spaceport, featuring the voices of Tiff Compton, Leah Lawson, Dan Spitaliere, and creator Kaya Renwick. The world goes on. It always does. It doesn't care about you, me, or any of this. The world just keeps on going. I should roll. Last time on Dangerous Dangers, after retrieving the information from the dead drop in an impromptu meeting with the Shadow Broker's agent, the Corsica crew shared drinks at Club Eternity. Clous and Nix have excused themselves to deal with personal matters, and the remaining crew members finish their drinks.
January 20th, 2189. Terran Universal Coordinated Calendar. Ilium. The Solace System. Crescent Nebula. Nosastra. Club Eternity.
About half an hour after Clous leaves, Solace excuses themselves, saying they're receiving a call. Half an hour after that, you all hear a delicate oboe melody in the back of your head, mournful and questing. At first, you all presume it is something in your environs. When it gets louder, you look around for a busker or, for those in the club, a live musician. You see no one, and then you realize two things. One, no one else can hear it, and two, this is the equivalent of an incoming comms request. As you all make these connections, an orchestra swells behind the oboe, and a wash of dark green and tarnished gold fills your mind's eye. A single presence that somehow encompasses millions brushes against, then gently includes, your consciousness. And you feel like you have front row seats to a concert the likes of which you have never seen or heard. Along with the colors and sounds come tastes and smells, and your brains conjure up sights to go with them. This great orchestra, its ranks swelled by an uncountable choir, is as a sea of tea-light lanterns housed in origami paper nests in a rainbow of colors, all floating on the solar wind, secreting salt and smoke and ozone onto the backs of your tongues and in the depths of your sinuses. One tea light is uncovered. Its flickering glow abides in the void, below and above and around and among all the others, simultaneously the genesis and guide for every lantern and its path. All of this takes no more than 30 seconds. A voice speaks to you. It is resonant in the way of deep, ancient nightmares, but its undertones of warm, soothing cello and reedy, half-tongued bass clarinet, resplendent in colors you could not pretend to name, promise only peace and care.
We apologize for the intrusion. We have come to return our child to the harmonious chorus of their broodmates. The path you are on is courageous and valiant, and they are not ready for its dissonant trials. We are grateful for your care for them. Should you require aid in your quest, we will endeavor to send instruments suitable to your songs. May your winds be melodious and your harmonies true, and may your quintet find a concordant cadence.
The message evokes a yearning in your soul so primal it makes your throat and chest ache. For a brief moment after the Astral concert concludes, you wish with all your heart for the one who guided you most lovingly through your childhood. And then the moment passes, and you are back on Ilium.
Oh, you heard that too, yes? Right, I didn't drink that much.
Yep.
Really unsettling.
Yeah, don't know if we're going to get used to it, but... Shit.
I mean, it's gotta be pretty strong for wherever they're coming from. Well, that sucks.
Yep,
Yeah, we're down to Arachni.
and an Elcor. And an Asari. Going well. But at least I have you guys.
We're just gathering info right now. This'll be fine.
That's the spirit. Well, one more for the road. No.
You know I'm always down.
Yes! Alright. She signals at the bartender for another shot, and they kind of just collect it on their way out the door. Well, shot it before they leave. They're not going to take the glass.
It's like Vegas, right?
Yeah, probably.
Exactly.
I mean, it's Ilium, you'd probably get away with it. Unless you're causing a disturbance.
No, she's polite.
Exactly, yeah. You guys are now back out. It's probably been a couple hours since we last recorded. So the sun is well and truly down. You are into the purple twilight of the Ilium evening. Of course, the city has not stopped moving. It's, New York on a huge scale. There are lights and skycar traffic, just as much as there was when you got here. And you are off to Drenzi shipyards, which are on the south side of Nosastra. You'll need to grab a sky car probably, or something to get there. It would be a long walk otherwise.
It's probably done like Uber, huh? Where you just like summon a taxi or...
Yep. Like on the Citadel in the games where you go up to the little stand and you boop it and you decide where you want to go and then you just fly off in a sky car.
All right. Well, I guess I would find the nearest one and hail it, and then as we're waiting, I would say, back on the ship, Solace seemed pretty spooked, and then everything they shared. If this is too much for y'all, I'd understand.
I know we haven't known each other for very long, Jesse, but there isn't a lot that scares me. So don't worry about my allegiance. As far as my motivations, I think you already know. This isn't something I'm going to shy away from. If anything now, I'm just going to be stubborn because I want to see it through.
Nice. You know, at Westcott, she slings an arm over his shoulder. I appreciate the offer for the back out, but I think we're all smart enough to know that if no one tries to not intervene in what's happening here, we're probably all fucked. Don't know why it's falling to us, but this is how the cards have fallen, so... God damn it. I'm in.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Still, I hope that Solace is okay.
Same. I mean, kind of scary for your mother, your all-powerful mother, to come and be like, nope, this is not great. Let's fuck you off. Because you're not ready. That's a little terrifying, and kind of nice that they have someone like that. Also, really good service. They were picked up straight away. Cool.
I am going to miss their cooking, though.
Oh, I barely ate it. Damn it. Can we get some fries?
Yeah, did we leave any leftovers?
Yeah, actually, the driver, could we stop in and get some fries, please? What? They're my favorite.
I mean, I guess we didn't put in a destination yet.
Excellent. First stop, Fries. Second stop, Drenzy.
Yeah, what's the equivalent to Jack in the Box?
That's a really good question.
Is there a fish dog food shack on Ilium?
Oh, surely.
Probably.
Surely.
I think you guys you're chatting about this. You're like you're maybe poking the built-in like GPS thing, and then I think Vraga, you kind of peer out the window. You go, "Hey, there's a fish dog food shack."
Excellent.
So you guys, you swing through. They definitely have fly-through service, because there's got to be fly-through service when you were in a Skycar society. Must be, right? And you guys, eating your snacks in question, fly off across the expanse of the cityscape. All its twinkling lights down below you, and around you. I mean, Ilium is a city of skyscrapers, and you guys are in a sky car, not a sky plane. That sentence didn't work great. As opposed to a not sky plane. I suppose seaplane. Anyway. Yeah, ground plane. A bus? You guys aren't, the whole point of that is you guys aren't at a super high altitude. You're basically doing like the trip through to the suburbs, to the city limits. I'm sure you guys see plenty of interesting things on your way there. Also, who's driving? Or are we autopiloting?
Probably that.
Oh, because it's not like a cab driver. You just get a car.
That's what I thought, actually.
Yeah. No, you just get a car. Yep.
You do not want Vraga driving, by the way. Not only because she's imbibed a lot of alcohol, which really wouldn't affect her driving, but at the same time, she's what you would call an offensive driver.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you don't want to get pulled over by the NAPD at this point. No. I don't have plans for that, so let's not. So Athena, Jesse, or autopilot?
She normally would go do it herself, but she wants to get comfy, so she's leaning on one or both.
Honestly, the autopilot will probably get us there the best way.
Don't drink and drive, kids.
No, don't drink and drive.
Bad.
Yes, we here at I Should Roll, the Intergalactic Improv Initiative, formally requests that you do not drink and drive. It's a bad plan. Get home safe. Always turn, but you know, at this point, like, self-driving cars, hire a cab. Get an Uber.
Yeah.
Anyway, PSA down.
Wait another 1,000 years for the self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Gonna enact the Aussie slogan of drink, drive, you're a bloody idiot. That is a real thing.
I love that. That's great.
Those PSAs are great.
I mean, tell it like it is, man. Tell it like it is. As you guys progress in it's probably about like a half-hour drive, because Nosastra is pretty damn big. And you do eventually get out of the downtown, that commercial area with the skyscrapers, and you do start to see suburbs, buildings and houses on the ground, green spaces. These are the places where the richest of the rich live if they're not living in penthouses, right? These are real estate in a society this advanced and this still quite capitalistic on the whole. Real estate is expensive. And green space is expensive unless it's protected. And Ilium, being a corporate planet, is certainly no different. Thessia has, the other large Asari planet, Thessia, the homeworld, has great expanses of conservation, open lands. But Nosastra and on Ilium, yeah, these you're seeing mansions down below you with great big grounds of the lights are less out here. Of course, light pollution is still kind of ridiculous, but it's actually getting dark. And then you pass over those neighborhoods, and you then pass over the real estate that is cheap. You pass through the tenement buildings, the neighborhoods of Nosastra that tourists don't usually see. The outskirts of the city, where we're getting into the industrial complexes in other areas. These are the buildings, the tenement buildings, apartment buildings, where people will live and then go to work. You cross the industrial sector, part one of the industrial sectors of Nosastra. Great big factories with huge vehicles parked outside them, still working. I don't imagine Nosastra is really a city that sleeps, not just in the center of the city, but also on the outskirts. And finally, as you get to the edge of the industrial districts, you come to the outskirts of town, and your car brings you to
Drenzi Shipyards and Salvage.
a respectably sized shipyard. There's maybe a dozen larger craft. Nothing so big that it needs a space dock, but, the biggest of them are probably the size of the SR-1, because the SR-1 could still land on the ground. And so, you've got maybe a dozen or so craft, biggest of which is about frigate-sized, and at least that much land, again, covered in parts and scrap. Some of it looks pretty organized, some of it is definitely junk piles. It's surrounded by a good quality kinetic barrier, right? This isn't your metal slats and barbed wire fence. This is it's a mid-level shipyard, salvage yard. Somebody who's made a decent name for themselves. You guys swing around to the main gate. The yard is still lit, although you don't see any movement in it from above. There's a smallish building near the front gate that extends into a much larger hangar, which you presume would have workshop area and coverage, because weather is still a thing. Despite we don't see that in video games unless they code it in. Weather is still a thing, and so this is a covered hangar, barn, workshop area with a small building on the inside, just inside the main gate, which is locked. It looks similar, so that you have the same large lock panel over the big gate, which is obviously large enough to get like a cargo van in, or obviously your bigger ships are probably going to land from above, but if something needs to come through, this is one of the entrances that you could get through.
So does the gate have like a panel or like an intercom type thing?
Yeah, it's got the lock panel there, and you look around and there's a little intercom off to the side. Yeah.
Well, this is certainly fancier than those Thresher brothers. Bollocks. Davy and what's-his-face. Dealing with some actual businessmen here. Nice.
Shall we see if anyone's home?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as we're walking over to this panel here, I think, so, just so we're all on the same page, what's the play here? Would we, gonna try and talk to somebody? We're gonna ask some questions? We're gonna infiltrate? I don't know.
Ooh.
What's on your mind?
Just to remind you guys, you know that the Marathon was a ship matching the description of the Marathon, but no longer formally registered as the Marathon, was sold to Drenzi Shipyards in May of last year, and it was then re-registered as the MSV Kosan in October of last year, 2188, and was then sold, but you don't know to whom. Sold in December, so about a month ago it was sold. So this is all, you don't know how much of that is public record, because you got it mostly from the Shadow Broker. And a little bit of it you got from Athena's contacts as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know how you don't know where this information came to you from. You have the information. You don't know how he's going to react to it. So you guys have lots of options of ways you could take this. But just to remind you of what you already know and how you got it.
Know if you're going to want my skills to get into this place, but if he doesn't want to talk, then I can be a real asset.
That would be okay. but let's keep that to option B or C. Yes?
Just do your, nice loom in the background. Go Krogan bodyguard style.
Be your fine, imposing self.
We're trying to get the name of the buyer or a location, right? Something to go on.
Absolutely. Yes. Don't know about you lot, but part of me thinks that perhaps if that ship was sold here, there could still be people lingering to see if anyone's sticking their noses in, so I'd ask you to remain alert. But this Val Aaron Vastrenzi is actually a friend of a friend, so I think I would like to just say that I was given this name by a mutual party, and just test the waters, and if it's not good, then she gestures at Vraga. We can go with that option.
I think in almost like an overdramatic pose, he would do the extending his arms to the intercom, being like, "After you."
Right. Yeah, she just adjusts her hair a little bit. Maybe dust off the chip. Hello? Anybody home?
Silence for a couple of seconds, and then the intercom buzzes. We're closed.
Yes, I see. But, we traveled all this way, and, I normally wouldn't be so rude. Okay, there's etiquette, business hours, all that jazz, but, pardon, who am I speaking to?
There's a heavy sigh. This is Valerian Vastrenzi of Drenzi Shipyards. You can make an appointment, or you can make this worth my while.
Okay. Well, I'm Athena Hellier, and I do believe we both know Zanzej Navore. He indicated that you might have a little something that could help us out quite a bit, so again, I normally wouldn't do this at a ridiculous hour, but time is of the essence, and I'm sure we can sort something out. I'm flexible.
Another couple seconds of quiet, and then the lock panel flashes green. Come into the office and we will talk.
Wonderful, thank you so much. And then Athena does the arm gesture. Nice. She gestures for Jesse to walk on through.
Wonderful job as always.
Thank you.
Okay, alright, you hit the panel, the gate rattles open, you walk in, and so to your left are ships that are probably on display to be sold. They're the cleanest ones, they're the most gussied up, and then further on down to the left, you've got the ships that are being rebuilt or not quite ready yet. In the back are the piles of scrap and so on and so forth. And then, so coming back around, we're going counterclockwise, you've got the really big hangar, and then immediately to your right is the smaller, the administration building that would open inside into the hangar as well.
I think as everybody was walking in, kind of as we cross the threshold of this gate and whatnot, you would all notice Jesse kind of do one of those like hold his ear and stretch jaw kind of thing, like if he was experiencing a bit of tinnitus, and just twist neck and then keep walking in, but just like a physical tick that you would notice.
Yeah, I would have seen that because she's looking around. I wanted to do an insight check to see, or maybe investigation, I'm not sure, to see if she can spot any people, because she kind of wants to know if she can spot people that look like they work there or if they don't look like they belong.
Yeah, how Russian mob is this?
Yeah.
Good question. That would be, give me a perception roll. Anybody who wants to do can give me a perception roll to see if there's anything beyond what I described.
Oh, cooked. Okay, that was only a 6.
6 for me.
Okay, as far as you guys can tell, it's deserted. You don't see anybody. So for all that most of Nosastra was still working, it's pretty darn quiet here. There are lights spaced along the kinetic barrier, so the whole yard is in light, presumably for the purposes of security cameras. But no, you don't see any movement, you don't see any... nothing piques your interest, nothing twigs you as problematic.
It's quiet.
Very.
Maybe a little too quiet.
Yep. Alright. Let's just make sure we... Look, I think this man will be fine, but just keep your eyes peeled. And in we go.
Okay. You guys come up to the office door. It's unlocked. He's unlocked it for you. You come in. It's a... If y'all have ever been to, like, a sole proprietor mechanic, the interior of the office is a little grungy. There's bits of, like, stock, air filters and shit kind of on the shelves. There, like, the diploma that you got your mechanic's license from whatever community college is up on the wall. There's a calendar with, like, pin-up Asari on it. It is that style of office. It's small, it's a little dingy, but it's not unclean. It's just, this is a place where somebody works who is always covered in grease and oil and working with metal and working with all sorts of stuff. This is a working office. You see there's data pads in just about neat stacks. They're a little bit undone. There's a console that looks like it's at least 40 years old behind the counter. And also behind the counter in a chair is quite a tall Quarian, tall for a Quarian, in a maroon and dark brown Enviro suit that has about a bazillion personal modifications. It's got patches on it. This presumably is Valerian Vostrenzi. He is sitting back in the chair, feet up on the counter, ankles crossed, looking at you. He's packing. He's got a sidearm, a heavy pistol at his hip. Yeah, he looks at you all as you come in. He's behind the counter. You guys are in the customer waiting area, as it were. Tilts his head and... Welcome to Drenzi Shipyards. As our mutual friend sent you, that got you in the door, but my time is expensive, so what can I do for you and what can you do for me?
Athena actually looks at Jesse because it would be best to describe his ship, but she's prepared to jump in with bullshit at any point.
You did also, so the Shadow Broker data drop did include a wireframe blueprint of the ship, in case you want to show that to him, just so that you know that you have that.
There's no way that I'm going to approach this that is going to, like, it's... Jesse doesn't know what the fuck he's doing here.
Oh, God.
In terms of, he's just going to ask, like, he's,
No,
like,
that's good.
Yeah.
He probably will like short, sharp, and sweet.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
He's going to bring up that wireframe of the ship because I feel like that bit of information might be a little bit more accessible than just like revealing the new name of something. So he'll bring up the wireframe of the ship and be like, we're looking for information on this ship. It was sold here.
As soon as you bring up the wireframe, he looks at it for a second and then takes his feet off the counter, sits up, stands up, comes up to the counter and peers at it a little more closely. Waits as it does a rotation. Ah. Yes, I remember this ship. It was it was almost ready to be scrapped, but I managed to bring it back up to spec. It was a nice little ship. Former Alliance, I think, although the merchant I bought it from had done his best to obscure those origins, and I don't ask questions. It's fine. It's none of my business. But yes, I fixed this ship. I sold it. Why do you care? What do you want?
You know, once I heard that, you know, that level of work was being done to get it back up to you know, peak shape, I just had to follow up. I'd love to see if you know who I could maybe buy it from.
Ah, I see. Another connoisseur, I understand. Well, those who deal with Drenzi shipyards understand that everything is for sale. So I can tell you who I bought it from, I can tell you who I sold it to, but it will cost you. Nothing is for free.
No,
Of course.
I agree.
I will give you everything you want to know for 5,000 credits or information. I am not an unreasonable man.
Excellent. Athena was expecting the offer to be much higher, and she was going to offer much higher, but 5,000.
Don't tell him that.
To her. No, yeah. I just that's articulating her inner glee. Like, oh,
Yeah, I think Jesse would have looked to Athena to be like quizzically being like, "That's fine, right?"
yeah. She just gives him a tiny chicken wing, like at the top. You are indeed a reasonable man, and I have that right here. She flicks the Omni, and done.
There we go, and his Omnitool bleeps in response. He double checks that the transaction has gone through, nods, and then taps on the console behind the counter and starts accessing his files. All right, I bought that about last year from Pelion Karel. Pelion is a Solarian scrapper, likes to, well, what is it the humans, I had one in here the other day, used an excellent ambulance chaser, that's what it was. He follows and peeks over battlefields. It's not for the faint of heart, but he doesn't mind it, and that's fine. So yes, bought it from Pelion Karel. And then I took the liberty of re-registering the ship once it was finished, because one thing have to say about Alliance ships, excellent bones. Hard to really have to scrap them. They can always build it up. Especially if you are like me, you are a Quarian who can build anything out of anything. So I re-registered it a few months later, and it is now the MSV Koson. That's a Koson. And I sold it to a outfit out of Beckenstein that specializes in military refits, to Iratis Industries.
Beckenstein, huh? Can't say I've never heard that name before.
Do a lot of business with Beckenstein. Good money.
Doesn't surprise me.
Oh, absolutely.
As he's been talking, he's been pulling all this information up, and he, wraps it up in a figurative little package, ties a bow on it, and sends it over to you since he's got your Omni address from the transaction, and so you get a little ping, and you have the data that he just gave to you.
Excellent.
And that transaction was only about a month ago. Of course, I don't know what they're going to use it for.
Of course.
Not my business, don't care. They paid me, so it's that is that. Is there anything else I can help you with, or shall I go back to my shop?
There's just one thing you can help us with, and Jesse's gonna raise his Omnitool, and he's going to send over another 5,000 credits. Be like, for your discretion.
I was about to do that. Well done. Yes.
I was deciding whether I wanted to insight check you on his behalf, but Drenzi doesn't give a shit. So he raises... You can't tell. He's got the filter on. He kind of, he pauses, looks at his Omni tool, and then nods. Is there anyone in specific that I should be discreet with? And for that amount of money, would you like me to let you know if anybody comes asking?
Yes, please.
Yes.
She flicks another 500. Anybody? But yes, if you see brown and yellow, for instance, try not to talk to them. I would advise that heavily if you want to stay in business.
Brown and yellow. I'm afraid I do not recognize the reference.
Colors, clothes.
It's not altogether unheard of.
Is this a new mercenary organization that is?
You could say that. Trust me, when you see their colors, you'll know.
I have a crazy question because I don't know how the Mass Effect universe would work in this, but is there any way, is there any materials to physically write something? Like old school?
I mean,
like paper,
probably.
pen, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Choco.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably like a notepad on the desk with probably like the equivalent of a carpenter's pencil, right? Something that's not going to roll away. Yeah, there's probably something there.
Just making sure, but
yeah.
I'm gonna grab a piece of paper and pen from his desk, write Minos in it, show it to him, and then use my overload ability to burn it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Do you just write Minos, or do you also show him their insignia, the circle with the line through?
Yeah.
He looks. He goes, all right. I will keep this in mind. Are they well, you know how, the Blue Suns are mostly Turians, the Blood Pack are mostly Krogan and Vorcha. These guys, what are they?
Human.
Human.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for the heads up. Thank you for the generous tip. And should you ever be in need of some ship work, you know who to call.
Excellent. Appreciate you, new friend.
Pleasure.
Very good. He rolled a 9 on his history check. Minos has nothing to do with quarry and shipyard, so he just literally has not run into them. So, there you go. Okay.
Excellent.
Are you guys doing anything else, or are we done at the shipyards?
The only other thing that I wanted to do was, as they're exiting and going back to their rent-a-car, she looks a little bit, not forlorn, but disappointed, and she says, I didn't even get to crack any skulls.
Oh, Bubby.
I guess it's kind of better this way.
How about this? And Athena uses throw to take one random bit of scrap, yeet it over the gate, land it in Vraga's hand, and be like, here, hit that tree.
She was. She just looks back at Athena, nods, and just annihilates it with a shot.
Love it.
Professional. Elegant. Let's circle back. Up LinkedIn. If you want others to take your business acumen seriously, get listed on Up LinkedIn. You can identify your competition, offshore your talent, and rock that profile. Like and share empty platitudes. Be the hashtag CEO of your life and grow your circle of notable strangers on the extranet today. Don't get left behind. Register now on Up LinkedIn.
Nosastra, Commercial District.
Okay. You guys have info. I know Jesse wanted to do some shopping.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to do like a full scene or anything. He's got a list. He's gonna try and do his best to find it.
I've got NPCs ready. So it just depends on whether you want tag-alongs.
Yeah. So like in the car back to the city proper, I guess Jesse would ask, like, So what do you all want to do now?
Do you want to play?
Wow, good thing Clous isn't here.
Oh, gosh. I mean, no. No, like in the clubs. When in Ilium?
I've got some things I need to pick up for the ship. I was gonna knock that out before.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, sure, I guess.
Cool.
Shopping spree. Let's do it.
Had Jesse already done his looking up of places? Like, he had a short list, right? I think we did.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the closest one that looked the most useful to you is Cora Taura Home Medical Solutions. And it's probably about a 15-20 minute Skycar ride over.
All right.
Does our Skycar have radio?
Probably.
Because Vraga's gonna be fucking with the radio the entire time.
Vraga, just pick a goddamn song.
Sorry, there's a lot of choices.
So as Vraga's fucking with the radio, you guys run into a news clip.
CSEC officers are at a loss for leads after an unknown force slaughtered every member of a joint CSEC Alliance task force operating in Zakera Ward on the Citadel. Officers claim there is no danger to the public at this time. This was a targeted attack by professionals, said Captain Bailey of CSEC. They knew what they wanted and they got it. No comment was received from the Systems Alliance press desk.
Well, shit. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
You know Bailey, don't you, Athena?
Huh?
Bailey? You know him, right?
Yeah, I know Bailey.
Shit.
Kaya, just to double check, Bailey made it out, right? Like...
I mean, he was talking to the press, so presumably, yes.
Yeah, okay, go. Okay. Oh, fuck, he better read my message. Oh no. Oh, fuck. They know we interacted with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they just... fucking... out in the open?
Yep.
We're gonna have to be much more careful in the future.
Right, like not dropping names of informants, perhaps. She was holding back on, calling someone, but she didn't want to be around them, but yeah, she's gonna... Polo?
Oh, are you're coming to...
Yeah.
To the Sonder?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, because...
Okay, hang on, let me put on my Marco hat. Sorry.
Hey.
That's okay.
No.
I was expecting a call
Marco.
to Bailey. I wasn't expecting a call to Marco, but I should have seen that coming. Yeah, okay, so you send a ping to the Sonder. It takes a couple of minutes because you are pinging multiple buoys in a row.
She knows that, but she's still freaking. She's like, come on.
Well, hello, darling. How's Ilium? Have you bought half the strip yet?
And Jesse gives like the weirdest fucking look, just like of confusion, like what the fuck?
He is answering the phone a lot more friendly than Polo should, but like she is so grateful that she could hear him, like him. Hi. Not yet. Did drop a lot of money just then, but I'm. You're okay? The Saunder's intact. Did you hear about the attack?
I'm not sure what you're referring to, darling.
What?
The ship is just fine. Structural integrity remaining at 100%. The cats are fine. I'm not sure what the problem is.
Oh. That's... thank God. Right, that's really, really good to hear. Did you, Right, thank goodness. I'm glad the kittens haven't been perturbed.
I'm certain everything is fine. What's this you're talking about, an attack? Is there something I should be concerned about?
No, I must have had my wires crossed. You know, they have pirate radio out here. You could be hearing anything over the airways.
Well, that's very true.
And if you don't know anything about it, then yes, clearly fake. So, listen, Polo, if the local grocery prices go up, go find yourself our wind farmer. This is a reference to a guy they were play fighting over on Intai. And Intai, Marco will eventually discern is code for go off grid. Get yourself somewhere safe. Won't disturb you any longer. Love you.
I love you too.
Pat the cats for me.
Always.
All right, bye.
Okay. Is the voice on the other side of this comm clearly synthetic?
Yeah.
Yeah. It probably would be. Yep.
And we were able to hear that conversation.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yep.
Athena doesn't want to hang up, but Athena hangs up.
So, who's your friend?
She is not checked in at the moment. I dare say she has a biotic event where she just throws inside the car because she is just overwhelmed by the thought of something happening to, well, her person. Trying to be mindful not to hit the two around her, but she has to let this out somehow.
Do you, roll down the window and, hurl a biotic blast through the window? Because that's funny as shit.
What, waiting for the thing to roll down?
It hits another car and makes them
Well, you put the window down because otherwise you're gonna screw with the sky car.
Yeah, I know, I knew that, but she's not thinking straight right now, so I don't know if she would have had the wherewithal to do it. How about it's cracked? Okay, it's cracked, a little bit open.
Sure.
She doesn't get it the full way out, so
Sure.
her seat probably gets a bit fucked up because it would have hit her closer than anyone else.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The whole ship rocks.
Yeah.
Jesse jumps in the driver's seat to try and stabilize.
Fuck! Jesse, stop the car!
Yeah. Fuck, yeah.
Okay, you pull down. You're back into the main city, so you're back into civilization. But you find a roof, and set down.
Sorry.
She is leapt out the car, pacing in a circle, and she is muttering to herself, "No, he's fine. It's fine. They're fine. Didn't use code. He's fine. Absolutely fine. But for how long? No, fucking me knows. Right. It's fine. Her life is jumping into dangerous situation after dangerous situation, so this shouldn't affect her as much as it is, but yeah, it is, and she's having some big-ass feelings about who she can protect now, and a very small group of people flash in her mind. The commander, one of them. A me called Bailey.
This one takes another minute to connect. Because again, you're rerouting all the way to the Citadel.
Yeah.
In this moment, or basically as Athena is doing this, but can I use my Omni tool to just what I'm trying to do is scan to see if there, or put up some kind of firewall around our area so that her calls can't be tapped into, or if they are, I'm aware of it.
Sure. Give me a hacking roll. We'll see how that.
Yeah, she probably has her own things, but extra protection never hurts. So thank you.
That's a 14.
Okay. You are unsettlingly aware that public communication nodes are never perfect. And so you've got as much encryption around the three of you as you can manage. And yeah, you're sure Athena has her own as well. So in theory, you're good, but you are still functioning on a public communications network. So it's never going to be perfect. Okay, the call connects. And a very tired sounding Bailey says, I really don't have time right now, Athena.
I know, I think I'm glad you answered. That just needed to check that you were still in one piece. Is that such a bad thing?
Fuck. God damn it, I hate reporters. I take it the news cycle has reached Ilium then.
You're damn right it has. And a brazen attack out in the open. Of course I'm going to check on you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, but, I'm fine.
For now.
Can't say much for the poor sods who didn't make it out. Which was everyone.
That wasn't an exaggeration, everyone?
So I got your message.
Yeah.
And because I know what we're dealing with, I bumped up security. Biggest guys I had, smartest guys I had. We haven't taken a Minos operative alive. So I called in some favors. Called in some favors from the big names, if you know what I mean. And got some... Well, I really can't say the Alliance isn't pulling their weight on this one, because they sent me the good guys. And...
Fails?
Yeah.
It's not on you. You only beefed things up because I told you to look out.
I appreciate that, Athena, but the fact of the matter is that it is on me.
No, it's on them! It's on them. And we've got another lead. I'm not going to say what, but...
Athena, I don't think you should follow these guys. Listen to me. There were 24 guards on that cell. In and out and every entrance. Somehow, when I got to work this morning, every single one of them was dead. The surveillance didn't catch anything. And they're not just dead, Athena. Whatever these guys are packing, it carves people up like a Christmas fucking turkey.
Love that for us.
And the best part, they didn't take their guy.
Not surprised. Why would they take a foot soldier? Meaningless.
So I don't know what you're on the tail of, but I strongly advise.
Bailey. I know. And most of my instincts are telling me to get the fuck out of Dodge, but like I actually said earlier tonight, if no one tries, then we're all fucked, right? So maybe they don't expect a motley crew. Maybe they don't expect a bunch of fucking randoms to get anywhere worth a damn. But I know they know. I feel like I know they know. The people I'm connected to are in danger. As soon as she says that, she's thinking of Kiara now. So I don't think I can afford to not try.
Bailey heaves a huge, heavy sigh on the other end of the line. Says, well, God knows I've never been able to tell you what to do, and neither has anybody else, so you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and I respect that. But for God's sakes, Athena. For God's sakes. Those were my best people. The Alliance's best people. 7 of the soldiers down there were N7 Marines. The other 5 were elite Oni operatives. Not a single one of my people down there was a veteran of less than 20 years. And they went through them like a knife through butter. So you will do what you will do, and I will help you any way I can, but I have a lot of letters to write.
I know, and I'm so sorry.
And I don't want to hear a news report about you. Or even worse. And he laughs. And it's a very bitter laugh. I don't want to never pick up and hear your dulcet tones again. So, pardon this old commander for getting a little bit maudlin, but I need to get back to work.
I know, because I can't convince you either. I want you to take my contacts and get the fuck out of Dodge, but you are not wired that way. And apparently neither am I, so... Until we talk again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Try and get some rest.
He just chuckles and hangs up.
For the better part of this conversation, because I'm assuming everyone can hear it,
Yeah, she didn't do any effort to hide it.
Vraga has been almost squarely watching Jessie.
Mm-hmm.
Because she is very aware. I don't know if Dan, you would want me to roll some sort of insight, but her motherly instincts right now are telling her that Jessie is going through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can roll insight.
All right. I sure don't. That is a flat 10.
I sure don't.
Yeah, I mean, visibly, like, as Jessie is hearing the conversation, he's starting to pace, is, like, digging a little bit into the Omni tool at first to just, like, try and keep it business, but it very quickly fades, and he paces until you see once again him kind of, like, do that, like, head rotate, like, tinnitus kind of grabbing side of head thing, and then he's just gonna sit down on the ground while Athena finishes the conversation. So, like, yeah, he's visibly, like, going through it right now. He's not hiding that. And I think, like, as soon as Athena hangs up, he's not going to be able to stop himself from saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
None of this is your fault. You know that, right?
Still. You're in this position because of me.
Minos. Jessie.
Yeah.
Minos.
Yeah. Shit. He's checking his Omni tool if there's any kind of secure message from Hackett or Oni.
Not yet.
Okay.
This is bigger than us now. This is bigger than you, Jesse. This is real shit. We can't just ignore it. No one can. This is bigger than humanity. This is bigger than just some targeted attack.
I just don't if they were gonna kill the guy anyway, why not and be so public? Why not just bomb it from orbit? What the fuck?
They want survivors. They want the fear to spread.
It's just a lot of work to do. But shit. You know, like those Oni was there because of me. That's what I was supposed to do.
Why? Westcott. Why you? What's so damn special? Please.
This is... Like Vraga said, this is bigger than me. It's always been bigger than me.
She walks up to him. I think she goes to smack him in the side of the head and then plonk down next to him and put the hands that she just hit him with on his knee and just tap it like, I guess essentially saying that I'm here. Would you like more fries?
Fuck it, yeah.
Let me order some, okay?
I think we're gonna need a lot more alcohol as well.
All right. Party on the rooftop. Fries, drinks. There's not a lot more we can do right now, so... Yeah, you want fries, Jesse. We'll get you fries. Vraga, you can eat them, right?
I can eat everything at Fish Dog Food Shack. You, however, cannot. Please don't eat the Pajek poppers. They will do a mess to your GI tract.
Noted.
I think you guys do your, DoorDash order, and the little drone shows up and drops off your food.
I think as you would have grabbed said food, if Athena got up to get it or whatever. The whole time Jesse has been quiet.
That's okay.
But you could see he's thinking and just kind of wrestling, and that tinnitus is getting worse as you see his head keep tilting, and it's happening more frequently the more that we're just sitting here. Shit. I don't think Cerberus killed everybody. That's why I'm doing this.
You were trying to wipe out your group, or you were telling me that you were Cerberus?
We're N7. Alliance, a call goes out. It's just before the Reaper War breaks out in earnest. We're sent to go check out a ship. And that's when it happens. And we go on the ship, and there's no one on the ship, but we meet Cerberus there. They're the only other people. They're boarding at the same time. Fight breaks out. I go down. I'm getting carried back. The next thing I know, I wake up in an Alliance hospital years later. But I don't think they killed everyone. And I think Minos has them. And I have to get them back.
This just became a lot more complicated. But count me in.
Athena has the packet of fries in her hand, and while she doesn't say anything to him, she offers what's left.
You will take some.
You have been listening to I Should Roll, Dangerous Dangers, Episode 15, Wrong Side of the Spaceport, featuring the voices of Tiff Compton as Ravanor Vraga, Leah Lawson as Athena Hellier, Dan Spitaliere as Jesse Westcott, and Kaya Renwick as everyone and everything else. Music and sound effects are used under Creative Commons or royalty-free licenses. For the extended credits, please see the show notes. And for more information, please visit ishouldroll.com. Find us everywhere on social media at ishouldroll. And don't forget to leave us a review. I Should Roll is an Intergalactic Improv Initiative production. This fan podcast is a transformative work and is not affiliated with the Electronic Arts or BioWare. Thank you for listening. Have a pleasant day.